How's it going, lads? Marshall here. Welcome back to another review on the channel. Tonight we have a choice. Yes, a choice of two of the exact same player. This happened last year, but it was normally like positions. CDM to centre-back would be like the perfect example for this Alaba. But we've got two centre-back Alabas with two very different, quite similar play styles. Attributes, whatever you want to say. Now, I looked at both of them, and obviously I'd looked at comments on Twitter, I'd gone through pretty much what everyone was thinking, right? You can get them both to lengthy in terms of a centre-back accelerate style. But the thing is, with the centre-back double 87, that's the one I went for, you guys seen it there, the double 87 defensive and physicality, you could get that to lengthy pretty much with the majority of chem styles. Anchor, for example. Whereas with the other one, you got to use Architect. That's not going to help as much as an Anchor would help the cards. So for me, kind of made my choice, to be honest, that. So I'm using an Alaba with 87 defending, 87 physicality, and 81 pace, with 85 passing. By the way, this card could easily be played further afield. And I'm talking CDM. Obviously, someone, well, a lot of you guys would be interested in playing further up the field. Maybe start 5 back, push him into the CDM position. I'd fully recommend that as well. This guy can definitely bowl on this game. You're going to see some passes, dribbles, etc. during the review, but I'm reviewing him from centre-back, so keep that in mind. Medium work rates, left foot primarily, 3-star skills with a 4-star weak foot. The card looks literally insane. There's certain icons on this game that don't have this level of stats, and that's why the price, you'll see in just a bit, I think it's like 300,000 coins plus. Wait, was it 3-1? I think it's 310, so I think it's like 310k on the consoles. So you look at that price, you compare it to the mid icons, even the base ones like Capita, for example, Carlos Alberto. You look at those and you think, hey, that's not bad value considering the price of those ones. So just keep that in mind throughout the review. Pace wise, he's got 81 in both acceleration and sprint speed. Passing, it's there. Now it says curve 79. Dude, his passing was perfect. If I wanted to spread out to left, the right, or even up the centre, he could definitely do that. 91 short pass, 82 long pass. Great free kicks. You want him some further forward for that, be my guest. With good crossing. You know what? This card would actually work out wide as well. You could play him in a number of different positions. Obviously, you need to start at centre-back for the chemistry kind of chevron thing. But in-game, I think you could play him centre-back, CDM, centre midfielder, don't push him on too far, or left mid. I think you put him left mid in like a 3-5-2, left wing back, left back, and dribbling. The ball control's insane for his position. The dribbling's insane for his position. Defending, yes, he's got that in abundance. And the physicality's there as well. Very high physicality stats. Player traits, he's got long shot taker, which is a CPU EI trait. It does nothing for you guys. My personal kind of belief. I don't think it does anything whatsoever for you guys. It's just like a CPU EI trait. But guys, what we're going to do, jump into gameplay right now. Keep in mind, it's very difficult to get centre-back clips. I've got to let teams like attack me and also let them attack me naturally. So guys, let's jump into gameplay, see how we did. So here we go, lads, into the gameplay. This is game number 1 that you're seeing on the screen right now. Good position by Alaba. I kind of positioned him there myself anyways, but at least he was there for me to take control and then just stick him in that position. So he almost plays like 2 different roles at centre-back. Obviously, you got your sweeper role. What happens with a sweeper role? They basically cover anyone from left backs to centre backs, and they sweep in behind. That's basically why it's called the sweeper role. So yeah, it's pretty much the cover, right? I'm going to see that a lot where Ferland Mendy, who's playing the left backs, he's out of position. He's further up the field than he should be, and I've got to bring Alaba across to cover. He can do that very, very easily, very simply as well, because he's got the pace to get there, and he's got the defensive nous, the kind of intelligence to place himself on the pitch where you're not going to have to run too far. And I thought that was absolutely fantastic. And then you've got the aggressive side of his game where you could basically dictate that. So if you've got him at centre-back, you select him, you want to push him forward. He can close the gap very, very quickly. And you'll see it a lot. By the way, he's on the cover there. But I select him, I want to go in for the challenge. I could have backed off further and further. I didn't want to. I wanted to be there, be aggressive in the defence. Which on this game, it's not always the best option. It's just the way I defend, unfortunately. Or fortunately, if you guys do the same. So you can play in a multitude of different roles at the centre-back position. That was just 2 of them. The other one is you just let him do his thing. You just let him, I don't know, defend off the ball. A lot of people, especially over the past few years, Says the best form of defense is not to defend, which for me, it kills the enjoyment of FIFA. I wouldn't want to play like that. I want to play like I'm in control of the game, which I've got to say, it doesn't feel like that half the time. But I like to try and do my own thing in the game. So letting like a defender defend and just control the CDM till they make a mistake, I'm not about that life, but some of you guys might be. He's passing. You see that pass through, basically an eye of needle there. Went through the player's legs. You want to pass with David Alaba. You see a spots maybe on the left, the right, or even behind the defence. This guy's got a very good array of passing. And yeah, it's fantastic. That one's a simple pass out to the fullback. But if you do see someone in a position and you think he's a centre-back, he's not going to make that pass, you got to remember, Alaba, he's a very technically gifted centre-back, so definitely attempt it. This one's up against Haaland, if you're kind of doubting his kind of aggression, physicality kind of side of his game. Very strong, very aggressive. He's good in the challenge. His stand tackle is 86, so obviously he's going to be decent. Defensive awareness is 91, that's very, very high, and his interceptions is 89. So defensively, he's so sound, it's ridiculous. Again, closing the gap so quickly there. On a lengthy Haaland as well, may I add, which is one of the most OP strikers on the game. So pros and cons. You'll see straight away I've got 0 cons. You might be thinking, that's a bit much, mate. 0 cons is about to be a flaw with his game. For me, he led to kind of no goals. Well, obviously, I did concede goals. You're seeing one right now. I got beat in the majority of games because I'm letting teams attack me. But he wasn't the cause of any goals. Does that make sense? I hope it does come across like that. But he wasn't the cause, and I just couldn't find any mistakes in his game whatsoever. And like I said, he's very, very good at what he does. He can do... Oh, he can defend in like so many different styles. You could use him as a centre-back playmaker. And obviously, he's very versatile as well. You can push him further forward. CDM, centre mid. Don't push him too far forwards. Left mids, left wing back. I definitely utilise him in a lot of different positions. And I think for Alaba, his perfect role would be a secondary CDM. I don't know if you guys see that in his stats or anything, but I reckon he would be perfect for that role. With that being said, let's jump into the summary. So there we have it, lads. That was David Alaba, the Austrian from Real Madrid. Former Bayern Munich as well, obviously, you guys know that. And it's coming in at a price of 310. And I've seen this all over Twitter, right, where it was very conflicting opinions. Everyone's saying, oh, that's worth it, it's banging value. Whereas a lot of people saying, no chance, that's far too overpriced. The thing is, when you compare him to a lot of icons, Capita, for example, quick maths, he's like 35k more Capita. That's Carlos Alberto, of course, the Brazilian icon centre-back, which you guys can see amongst the similar players. I've got him as a similar player, because Carlos Alberto, centre-back version, has medium work rates, the exact same as Alaba, and he's very good when it comes to ball control and passing. I mean, long pass isn't that great, but it's got good vision, 87 short pass. This is Carlos Alberto, centre-back, of course, and his dribbling's there as well. I think it's very, very... Dude, even the acceleration sprint speed. Capita, Carlos Alberto, has 81 and 82. Alaba's got 81 and 81. They're very, very similar guards. Exact same height as well, like I did say. So when you look at the icons, the price isn't that bad. How much is Maldini these days? Obviously, he's always been the icon that's seen as he's the one everyone aims for. He's 925k. Wow. It's a large price, that one, isn't it? Obviously, he's got 95 defending. Which, to be honest, with an anchor on Alaba, not too far off that 95. I don't know. It's one for you guys to decide. But personally, I don't think it's that bad of a price. I don't think that's that bad of a price whatsoever. 3 games played tonight, 0 goals, 0 assists. He's a centre-back, I don't expect that. Alternate positions, he's got none. Centre-back or go home. But in-game, feel free to try him in different positions. Like I said, I still think it, like, you know the 4-2-3-1, that's the one. The 2 CDMs, I reckon he'd be perfect on the left side, the CDMs, and just allow him to cover centre. I reckon he'd be perfect at that. Anyways, passing 7, shooting a 6. He's not skilled in that category, so don't push him forward too much. And he's getting an 8 for physicality and dribbling. His physicality really did surprise me. And you've seen numerous times where he was up against Haaland, and he was coming out on top. Even though that game Haaland did score quite a few. But like I said, I invite the pressure on myself because I want to test him in certain different scenarios. Similar cards, Carlos Alberto. Overall rating, 9.3. He's one of the best centre-backs I've tried so far in this game. I really rate this card. I really rate this card. I'm not just saying that because he's popular right now. He's just come out tonight. He's 310k. I'm saying it because I really enjoyed my experience with this card tonight. Even though I was like losing games or drawing games, I was playing rivals, finished foot champs. He was doing a really good job. Really, really good job. Live coins, we spoke about it. I reckon 8.4. Comparing to the top tier cards, so the icons, Maldini's, etc., etc. The price is pretty banging value, to be honest. And even with that 87 centre back, you're seeing similar cards, pretty banging value, because he's 30k cheaper than that Carlos Alberto. And enjoyment with 8.7 as well. You can actually have enjoyment with the centre back and spray the ball wherever you want. And like I said, and like I've mentioned many times, versatility in game will be absolutely fantastic. Guys, it's going to be the review of Alaba. This one, as you can see, just there or something. Was it there? I've got no idea whatsoever. I went for the double 87, defending physicality, and that is the one I would recommend as well. Thank you very much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. We'll catch you in the next one.